are in Mackinac City, and this is a self-guided tour of the Mackinac Fort, or Fort Mackinac, and it is handicapped accessible, so let's go see how well my scooter does on this. This was big on fur trading. There's the Mackinac Bridge. We got some more boats. Part of the fort wall. It looks like we're coming up onto an artillery landing. So far, this is pretty handicap accessible and very educational, and I love that. How they protected the fort. Could you imagine having to move that around by hand? Pointing out its legs to defend themselves. This is just cool. The overlook. I'm heading into the fort now. Got the gates. Close the gates. So we're getting into a little bit deep pea gravel, but it's still okay. Keep gate closed. Huh. Oh wow. See if I can make it through this door. My scooter's a little wide, but that's all good. Just wow. That's a fireplace. Bed. This must be like the living room. Everything right here. Is this a cellar again? That's creepy. There's a dude down there, but he's fake. I thought he was real. This is nuts. Look at this furniture. Blankets. Oh, furs? Look at this. Oh, dang, that is soft. Oh, wow. So I came down that ramp. And the treasures on the sand. This is the guardhouse. It doesn't look like I can get in there. Dang, look at that. It's crazy how they just were able to build this stuff. I was told this is the barracks for the British soldiers. Look at the construction of this too. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's got another ramp, but there's a lift, so I only made it up the lift early. The thumbnail beds. And those soldiers were short. I'm pretty sure I can go and put my head on that pillow and touch the wood, no problem. There's a little mirror here. Hey, look at that fireplace too. Oh, it's dark and creepy in here. Eat in here. Fireplace comes in on both sides. That's cool. Could you imagine there's no windows, no light? I guess there's a window there. And again, this is all extremely handicap accessible. Let's go into another room. This is more of the barracks. Again, with the creepiness, I mean, I understand, but come on. Looks like they kept their food over there, hung their coats up, sat with dinner, fireplace. There's obviously no guns, but this is where they keep their things going into the church. Just look at how they milk this wood. It's crazy. Depending on the ramp to be able to go in. Again, all we can say is, oh wow. Preservation of this is just amazing. The floors again. this the box that you put the witches in for them to go on trial in the church? Confessional? I thought the church was pretty cool. And then you got some staircases to go on top of the wall. It goes over to like another view point. It goes down there. So we're going into some row houses. Look at that. This is nuts. There's a little whip and handicap accessible. Again, I'm on my scooter. So, Southwest Row House. Technically, I don't think I can. I'm not going to try to make it through there. Well, let's take a look at this. Continue on down this little sidewalk. This is just cool. Soldier's house. I was just told that if I go through, I can see them over there, the back doors, they're wider so I can get in and look around. And this is Slavery After the Straits exhibit. So they had a lot of gardens. Here's another one. And someone's got a fire going. Smells good. Ooh, I can get through this door. Ram. Yeah. I'm a rebel. Except for I'm stuck. Here I'm trying to be a rebel and go in the backwards way, and there's a lip and I got stuck. So this is the back door I was told I can go through because it was at ground level. But it's like these houses have their own little backyards with gardens. Like, how cool is that?
Primary fur that's being purchased from those indigenous people are beaver, and that's typically because that soft underfur, the down of the beaver, you've got the skin guard that soft underfur from getting wet when the beaver's actually swimming. But that soft underfur, if you look at it under a microscope, has really big keratin scales, which is the same thing that our hair is made out of. It's a storm protein. And if you start to squish and mush and press that fur together, the scales interlock, and you can make a dense felt fabric. So most of the fur that's being purchased for native trappers are beaver, and most.
So I'm in one of the houses right now. And again, totally got in here with my big old scooter. So you've been doing this, you said, for a while, and you enjoy it.
I do,
so
yeah.
what is there stuff in here that's like legit from the time period?
Yeah, actually. So a lot of the things we have in our spaces are reproductions. Sometimes they're reproductions that are just like to the time period, or maybe match something, something like my favorite coffee mug with a little bird on it. This isn't an exact reproduction of something that we have, but we do have lots of this would be called like stoneware, little bits of ceramic with blue and the paint, so we can kind of get a sense of what that looks like. But we do have some specific things that are copies of things that have been found archaeologically here, like the spoon rest.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is an exact copy of one we found here archaeologically. So we've got some things that are exact copies, and we also have some things that are original pieces to the time period, just not original to our site. So this torturine here is an 18th century piece. So it goes to show why Indigenous folks were excited about some of these metal goods that they're purchasing.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
they last a long time.
Yeah.
We're still using it. So yeah, there's a few things around here that the scissors that are on the table over there, those are 18th century piece. The little ointment pots, a copy of an archaeological piece.
And are the houses like pretty original?
As close as we can get.
As close as you can
We
get?
started doing archaeology in 1959. And so our idea of what the past looks like changes as we get more information. So there's some choices we made in the 60s that looking back on them now, it's like, oh, it's not quite exactly what it should look like the commanding officer's house, as close as we could get in the time period. But you know, we always do an archaeological excavation before we reconstruct, and we try to get it as close as we can. And there are some buildings like the commanding officer's house that we built in the early 60s that we weren't really able to do much to the actual structure itself, but we completely redid the inside of it in 2016 to update it. So as we get more information, we try to update things when we can, and we've tried to put them right on top of the buildings that were there. So yeah.
Well, that is cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
All right, off we go out the back door and checking stuff out again. I just got a notification for heavy rain soon, so I might have to cut this short. But I thought that was a cool little history lesson that nice lady gave us of gardens. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. So, ooh, mercantile store. Let's go look.
My dad's full-time, and he got paid the same wage. And all he had to do was carry his phone around. And if something big happened, some sort of fire,
Just normal knick-knacky stuff. Drinks. That was just a store. This stuff is just, oh, so cool. Looks like they're doing some renovations, excavation, like she was talking about maybe.
You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your visit. Thanks.
This way. Some stuff. Totally doing an archaeological dig here. That is so cool. So like she was saying, they dig and do archaeological digs and try to make everything as authentic as possible. This is freaking awesome. It's another thing I love. Another totally handicapped accessible entrance to another exhibit. Wheel right on up here. What for you? This is commanding officer's house. Some of these turns are a little sharp, but I got this. Ooh, I got this. And I just love the fireplace. The kitchen. There's a bed in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
What's that? You got tired from making your biscuits on the fire? Let me lay down for a minute. Bedroom. I'm sorry, bed chamber. That's what we're gonna start calling that one, the bed chamber. So we're getting ready to leave the fort, and I see teepees.